Welcome guys, welcome back. Today I thought I would show you just very quickly my Shopify store that I spoke about in my previous video. Just a quick update on what it looks like and what I achieved. Before I take it down really, I think I'm kind of done with it. If I want to do it again, I might try a different product. It was definitely a lot of fun, but I just don't think this particular niche is the way to go. So in this, more or less starts with your Shopify store, talking about everything that's in it, creating your own website, and this is the product I came up with. So I came up with Baby Soft Play. Look at this very nice logo here, very professionally done if I do say so myself. And basically it was all about kids soft toys, so especially for young ones and babies, because there's always babies being born really. So I thought originally thought it'd be a good niche to get into because there's always children. Nearly everything on here I used has been free so far. I've not paid for any of it. This sign was made on, I think, canva.com. They give you loads of free themes to use and you just type in what you want to use. This picture behind here, there's hundreds if not thousands of good websites where people put up really nice, well finished photography or pictures they made themselves for absolutely free. They just want some recognition. They just want to know that the pictures are good enough and the style they're using are good enough to actually physically progress with in their artistic format. There's some websites where, like Fiverr.com, where you can pay someone just £5, you'd probably be able to get lots of much nicer shots. People looking for doing their own bit of side income or even full income really, just looking for what they want. And I got this really nice picture for my background here. A bit of word formatting here, and the great thing about Shopify is this style was already pre-made. I just had to fill in the slots really. Gave me a place to put in my logo. Allows me to customize this top bar. So here I have home, catalog, contact us, plushies, soft toys, hand puppets. I don't know, I was kind of going for a theme here, more or less anything I could find on Alibaba.com. I tried to fit it, squeeze in somewhere. There was different formats, different styles. You can move these around however you wanted. There's a search, there's a basket. These could be moved. You could add in other quick links if you wanted to. You can reword all the tabs. You can add in as many as you want. Very easily done. Again, I only spent about 20 hours knowing absolutely nothing about the business and drop shipping really, to being able to create a website such as this. Since recording my last video, it's also through absolutely next to no advertising. I've roughly had one new view roughly every day, every second day, and that's only through friends on Facebook. So imagine what you can do if you did proper Facebook advertising or Instagram advertising, the amount of traffic you could get through very easily and very quickly. Down here, the other great thing about dropshipping is if you go on Alibaba or use, what else do I use? I can't remember at the moment. Is that all items come with their own set of pictures, so you can set which picture is seen when they first go into it. You can add in all the others. You have to pick or choose. Some photos aren't done as well as others, but it's the fun of the game. You can name them however you want, price them however you want. I had 2 different colours. I tried to experiment on this and give them the colours, make them a bit more interesting, combine them with an adjective, because I just felt that it made it a little more personable when you pick your colour. I thought that might be a good way to go. It also got recommended in that course I took that you use questions because it engages the customer and allows them to think for themselves and for the product. There's customer reviews if you want that up. Share, tweet and pin it. Again, links back to homepage. So all very nice, very plain, very simple, very minimalist, which is nice. It's the kind of style that I personally like. There's monkeys, elephants. What have we got here? So gracious green, baby blue, blissful brown, pleasant purple, youthful yellow, peaceful pink. I think you get the idea of how my approach for colours here. And you could do sales as well. You can put sale prices on. So what I did here was originally I was gonna sell these at 10 quid, but I decided to bump up to 12 and tell everyone that there was a reduction for 10. That way the customer thinks that, oh, they're going fast, it's a flash sale, I need to make that saving. And then again, if I go here, you can even add a bit more demand of there's only a set amount left. Keeps the customer engaged in what they're looking for. Let's go back again. What else have we got? So you got plushies. So I used this picture, which was originally a picture that came with this model, and I put it in here. Shop now, it more or less just takes you back to the basic catalogue. So everything here had the purpose of circling back in on itself, to make sure that you can see the items. So you had your general soft toys, which was just absolutely everything, the whole collection. Then it split into hand puppets, which were just nice little finger puppets, or these were weird. These were sock puppets, so babies can, while they're wriggling their feet, they can have this cartoonish character to look at, which I thought was a nice idea. Actually, I thought it was a nice touch. Storytelling, finger puppets. And then you had plushies. You had big, cuddly dolls and teddy bears, really. Yeah, I thought it would be a nice idea. The issue I had, and it's the reason I would be taking this down, is that the problem that was highlighted to me is that babies grow very quickly. So if you're buying either your own kid or someone else's kid a present, is you want to give it to them there and then. That way you can actually see them enjoy it and they have time to use it as before they grow and develop into the next stage. Unfortunately, a lot of these items through the process needed at least 30 days to deliver. And as you all know, kids only have maybe half a year before they're proper little babies into tiny little babies who sleep all the time to active babies, and then after that year they're toddlers running about wanting to do other things, use bigger toys, do more what the grown-up kids do. So people tend to err on the side of going into a physical shop to buy this, or using Amazon where you can get it the next day. This is really where drop shipping has its downside, unless you've got a company very close or within the same country. Yeah, so while it's in your own country, you can maybe reduce the amount of days you're required to physically send to deliver it to your customer. So this is the majority of the channel. It's more or less just thumbnail pictures, view a couple of tabs which are easily formatable using Shopify's assistants, and you can make as many pages of this as you want. And the basic way of doing the basket or your cart is to use Shopify have their own credit system. I'm not currently quite sure where that is, but makes it easy. It means you don't have to program your own transactions, really. It comes in straight through. And now if we move on to other aspects which are a bit more complicated, likes of your domain that you use. So when people type in your website, you obviously want it to be hosting what you show on Shopify. So the way through the course that I did it was I used what's called TMD hosting. These guys are really good. They were also relatively cheap, actually. This price here was for the domain and hosting. I think the domain itself costed, I think maybe £5, maybe $6 at most, or dollars even at the time. And the rest of it is just hosting fees. So this is just TMD hosting it, and this is their price for doing it annually, as it says. So I mean, it's relatively cheap for, instead of owning a store, 60 quid, and you've got a place online to show yourself. So 60 quid for your shop front is insanely good price. Like, you can't you just can't compete with that. And then here as well, you can also launch your this also package also includes your email. So here, email accounts. So I created an email account called support at babysoftplay.co.uk. This more or less covers everything. So if I were to get an order in or a query, or to send when your package will be delivered, this is the email I would use. Or if I had incoming queries, it would come to here. It's advertised on my page. So if I go contact us, a little bit of spiel about the company and how to get a hold of us in regards to packages, privacy policy, refund policy. Shopify even gives you a list of this was just automated by Shopify. It gives you this link, and all I had to do was put in my wrong email address. Thankfully, I'm taking this down because it's pretty wrong at the moment. But yeah, and it gives you all that information for free, and it saves you a hell of a lot of time. If you want to go and tweak it, feel free to. But no, most people don't really read that to begin with. I know I don't, but there might be someone out there. So this is the email where they can contact me and I can contact them. And then this is just the layouts. This is the same if you go into Hotmail or Gmail, it's the exact same layout on how it all works. So this was my store. So this was a business I created for under £100, and if you've got absolutely nothing else going on, I would thoroughly recommend you give it a go. It's a lot of fun. You never know what's out there, and who knows, you might even become one of those self-made entrepreneurs who makes his millions before he's 30, or before whatever your next milestone is. So I thoroughly recommend get on Shopify, give it a go, maybe download a course to help you through it, and see what you can do. Cheers.